Thank you so much for joining us, folks. This morning, here's a look at what neighborhood stories we're covering this hour on Chris 6 Sunrise.
That's right. The Mathis and Taft Independent School Districts are both looking into a fight between players at Tuesday night's game. Neighbor News reporter Adam Beam has responses from both schools.
What's next for Kingsville ISD Superintendent? I'm Tyrese Boone, your neighborhood news reporter, and I'll tell you how neighbors and school leaders are responding.
The weather's getting warmer and the water's getting more inviting. I'm Michaela Chavez, your neighborhood news reporter in the Bay Area. I'll share some water safety tips that you need to know to make sure everyone in your family stays safe.
Good morning, folks, and welcome to Chris 6 News Sunrise. Thank you so much for waking up with the Hoffmans. I'm Michelle Hoffman.
And I'm Brian Hoffman. Oh, it's been such a great week so far. Not quite done yet, but we are waiting on Easter Sunday. We're going to be checking in on how the weather is going to be in a little bit with Master Meteorologist Stephanie Lauber. But first, for those folks just stepping out the door, how's the traffic looking?
Brian, we have some benefits and some drawbacks this morning. If you're heading out on the roadways, visibility shouldn't be a problem for you. We've got a good view across the board, perfect 10s for everybody, save for Rockport, coming in with the A- at 9 statute miles. But that said, there are some things owing to this helping us out. One, we have some wind moving, but if you're heading out the door, it's still humid, so you might want to run the defroster for a couple of minutes, get the fog off the windshield before you head out the door. We still have some haziness out there, so leaving a few minutes early is never a bad idea here. But as we go across the usual commutes here, your drive times are looking pretty good. To get from the island into downtown, about 24 minutes for that ride. Just over 10 minutes to go from Portland into downtown Corpus Christi over 181 on the Harbor Bridge. And for our neighbors who are going to be coming into downtown from Calallen, your ride down 37 should take you about 15 minutes. So overall, we're looking good. But as you mentioned, we are tracking some rain for this holiday weekend. I'll be breaking it all down for you coming up in the next check of your weather on the 6s. Until then, if you're heading out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. That forecast is straight ahead.
Thank you, Steph. Corpus Christi Fire Department, well, they are investigating a house fire that claimed the life of an elderly woman. It all happened just before 1 on Herbert Lane near Everhart and Saratoga on the city's south side. Fire crews battled the fire after arriving and later found the elderly woman in the garage. She was taken to the nearest hospital where she later died.
Additional CCISD police officers will be at Creekside Elementary campus today after a student brought a steak knife to school. Yesterday, school officials at the Creekside Elementary campus got a report of a student with a weapon who was making threats, and the student was found, and again, the weapon turned out to be a steak knife. CCISD police are investigating, and school counselors will also be at the campus today to support students and their families.
Mathis ISD and Taft ISD are working together to get to the bottom of a fight that broke out at Tuesday night's varsity softball game. I'm your neighborhood news reporter Adam Beam, and here's what both districts have to say.
We've got a great group of kids, and it's unfortunate sometimes that incidents happen that kind of shadow over all the good things.
That's the sentiment of Mathis ISD Superintendent Todd White following an incident at Tuesday night's district championship game against Mathis and Taft's varsity softball teams.
You know, I think everybody's disappointed and wish things were different, so that we could focus on positivity.
Both districts expressing disappointment over a fight that broke out between players during the game's 5th inning. A Taft player and Mathis player getting into an altercation, which quickly got physical. Coaches and other players coming to intervene. All the while, a separate fight quickly breaks out in the stands. However, the district is only investigating what took place on the field.
But I know that we're working with Taft ISD. We're going to follow all UIL rules and all district policy when it comes to expectations and behaviors.
Concerns being raised about one of the Mathis coaches grabbing the Taft player and the two ending up on the ground. However, many on social media arguing the incident was no more than the coach tripping. Chris 6 received statements from the UIL who are not investigating the incident, but say the schools and the local district's executive committee have the authority to impose penalties for any involved coaches or players. With Taft ISD adding appropriate consequences will be given out based on UIL policies and the district's athletic handbook.
Now, in the name of transparency, the name of the students involved will be left out of our reporting, and the name of coaches will not be included either, pending the district's ongoing investigation. But both saying that what took place should not overshadow the success of these players. Reporting in the studio for Chris 6 News, I'm Adam Beam.
Adam, thank you so much. So a town hall is being held tonight for District 27 Congressman Michael Cloud. It will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn by the Marina, and that's at 707 North Shoreline Boulevard. This town hall was not organized by Cloud. The grassroots group Indivisible Coastal Bend organized it in hopes that Cloud will attend.
Hey there, good morning. Taking a look at what's going on SPID this morning. All right, we've got a light right off here to the bottom frame of the camera, and it's a glowing this morning. So you know we still have the air you can wear outside, but traffic is moving smoothly on SPID. Overall, visibilities aren't that bad, but we still have plenty of moisture to make for that kind of humid air you can wear situation. That means you might want to dedicate a few minutes to maybe running the defroster for your windshield. If nothing else, leaving a couple minutes early could never hurt, right? So here's what's going on in your neighborhood. Temperatures are warm this morning. We still have 70s, lower 70s for our coastal neighborhoods like Port A, Rockport, and Flower Bluff. And as Corpus Christi's reading coming in at 72 degrees right now. And it's along the coast where we have those strongest winds right now, around 10 to 15 miles per hour. And it's still that humid south-southeast wind direction. Once you move away from the water, we are generally looking at a tranquil morning. However, that will change very quickly today. We're talking windy conditions by mid to late morning, and I'll explain why in a moment. But if you're heading up and out the door, again, visibility shouldn't cause you any issues out on the roadways. So hour by hour, let's talk about what's going to happen. We are going to warm up, mix of sun and clouds, humid, just like the past couple of mornings, but watch what happens between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock this morning. Those winds are going to pick up from an 8-mile-per-hour breeze to 20 miles per hour for that sustained wind. And while we're still going to warm up as we have the past couple of days to around 80 degrees at lunchtime, the wind is going to be very apparent. These are just the sustained winds, 20 to 30 miles per hour going through this evening. The gusts will be up around 40, even 45 miles per hour. So you might want to secure anything in the backyard that could blow around while you're at work today. Highs, by the way, will get to those middle 80s, even though it's going to be a windy one. So here's a look at those gusts again. Gusts around 40 miles per hour, not out of the question. It's going to be really breezy as we head through the drive home time frame. And then overnight, it's going to be another loud evening where even if our sustained winds aren't very strong, those gusts at times will be. Now, how does that translate to our fire danger for today? Yeah, we're still humid here, but the reason why our winds are going to pick up by mid-morning, once the sun rises, we get mixing through many layers of the atmosphere. And up above us, it's dry and windy. So that will drop our relative humidity a little bit more and make things very gusty. Two of the three things we watch for in fire danger, the third being our drought. So our fire danger will pick up to a moderate, a 2 out of 5 for most folks. But look at the inland counties of the coastal bend. Those will see a 3 out of 5 fire danger today, tomorrow, and yes, even Saturday. So something to watch out for. Whatever holiday activities you'll be getting into this next couple of days stretch, make sure that you're keeping fire safety top of mind. Now, we're tracking rainfall for the holiday weekend, and that timing has moved a little bit. I'll explain what you can expect for your plans coming up.
Thanks so much, Steph. So it seems recent changes and closures made by the Department of Government Efficiency have been overlooked. We will check in with Scripps News Group Deputy Political Director. He joins us after the break and has more on why it shouldn't be overlooked and what cuts might be on the way, plus how it will affect us right here in the Coastal Bend. Welcome back, everyone. So between the on-again, off-again tariffs and immigration issues, the drastic changes that the Department of Government Efficiency have been making, they may have been overlooked recently. And it seems that Elon Musk's goals have changed a little bit.
Scripps News Group Deputy Political Director Joe St. George joins us live now this morning. Good morning, Joe. So as you know, one of the agencies that has been hit with cuts is the NOAA's National Weather Service. So do you know if it will be hit with more cuts? And with hurricane season just a few months away, how will it affect our neighbors here in the Coastal Bend?
Well, it's not just cuts, it's buyouts. And today's a deadline for many in the National Weather Forecasting Office to take this buyout. The expectation from experts is that The National Weather Service and weather forecasting offices around the country will be close to 20% smaller than where they were just a few months back, and that this will obviously have an impact, at least many meteorologists are saying who have worked for the National Weather Service in the past. This will have an impact on weather forecasts, whether it's maybe not as fine-tuned as it's been in recent years. That could be a development. Fewer weather balloons, we know, are being launched in this country, which have the impact on weather forecasts. We're lucky here at the Scripps News Group. We got plenty of very talented and smart meteorologists on staff, but this is something to keep in mind when maybe you're getting weather from an app or a source. Well, where do they get that from? A lot of that they're pulling from the National Weather Service. All of this happening as hurricane season is beginning in earnest. Obviously, such a huge deal where you guys live, states and cities all across the Gulf on the Atlantic. It's also a big deal when it comes to forecasting tornadoes and severe weather activity around the country. So we'll wait and see the long-term impacts here, but it's not just the Weather Service that has experienced recent cuts, downsizing by DOGE. Just in the last 24 hours, AmeriCorps is announcing the closure, elimination of some of its programs, including a program involving young people that responds in the aftermath of natural disasters. Remember, DOGE's mission is continuing. Smaller federal government, they believe, is a better federal government, that the country has too much debt. We need to get it out of control or it's going to become a national security problem down the line. But you guys said it at the top. You know, there's been so much to talk about in our newscasts in recent weeks and months, whether it's tariff this or tariff that, immigration this, immigration that. In the last several weeks, we haven't covered Elon Musk and DOGE as much. It's continuing its work, and in some cases behind the scenes. One storyline I'm watching with this and will over the course of the next month: how long does Elon Musk remain a prominent player of DOGE? His temporary status, that's his employment at the White House, is technically classified as temporary. That expires in the coming weeks. He may begin transitioning out of a more prominent role with DOGE to a less prominent role. Again, one of the many storylines we will be watching in the weeks to come, guys.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for following all of this, Joe.
Yeah, great insight as always. Look forward to talking again soon, sir.
And just a reminder, hurricane season does begin June 1st. And of course, your Chris 6 weather experts will have everything you need to know to be prepared for this time of the year. And we're on your side. We got you covered. Now, we've got to deal with April 1st. April has been very springy. I know you felt the pollen this week, especially the bit of rain we had a couple weeks ago, making everything green. Lots of flowers coming out at this point, even with just a small but tall drink of water. And so far, we are just feeling the humidity out there as we set up for another opportunity for rain chances in the 7-day forecast. Things are looking pretty favorable for us considering how dry we've been, but we're not expecting the rainfall today. Let's talk about what to expect when you head up and out the door. Warm temperatures, just like the past couple of mornings. 70s along the coast. Just saw that update from Rockport, 72 degrees right now. Also the temperature in Port Aransas and in the Bluff at NAS Corpus Christi. Once you move away from the water, we drop into the 60s, but even the inland neighborhoods, not quite as cool as we were yesterday. Alice sitting at 66 degrees. Gentle winds away from the coast, and visibility is looking really good across the board. A mix of clouds out there. This all seems pretty normal considering what we've been through this week, right? Well, some big changes to notice for today. While the winds are only breezy along the coast right now, those are really going to pick up in a big way early this morning. So going through about the 8 to 10 o'clock time frame, that is when you're going to notice significant changes in our winds, picking up from around 8 miles per hour, less than 10, to around 20 miles per hour. And that comes from the fact that right above us, couple hundred feet, there's some dry and windy pockets of air. When the sun rises, that mixes that with what we're experiencing here. So our winds are going to pick up much earlier today. Sustained winds will be near 30 miles per hour for the late afternoon, early evening time frame as we reach those middle 80s. And the gusts will be significantly higher heading into that busy time frame. 5, 6 p.m. for the winds. We are going to notice those gusts picking up around 40 miles per hour. And again, we'll stay gusty through the overnight Friday, possibly even windier. So because this is more of a southeast wind direction, yes, we're still going to see moisture coming in here at the surface. But remember, we have that dry pocket of air that's kind of mixing around, and so we're going to find that relative humidity dropping this afternoon with very gusty conditions. And while the humidity is building back, all of that, we still have to watch for our fire danger. Inland neighborhoods of the coastal bend, Inland B, Live Oak, McMullen, Duval counties will have a higher fire danger today, 3 out of 5. That's also the case tomorrow as well as Saturday. Not overly concerning, but it does mean we still have to be mindful with those outdoor activities to avoid setting off any sparks. But the benefit, we are still expecting rainfall on Easter Sunday. Benefit, we need the rainfall. Of course, it's not ideal on a holiday, but we're still tracking the timing. It's not set in stone yet. We do expect rainfall, though. And good news, we're expecting more rainfall next week, something we need desperately. I do think the rainfall totals will be better in the watershed, shown by the darker greens and blues here. We need water all within the watershed, more so than we need it locally. And I think while these totals are subject to change, it's something we'll be watching for. And we're happy to have color on this map. Not this one, the drought monitor. So we'll get an update later today on how our drought is doing and exactly pinpoint down those details on the rainfall as we head into tomorrow.
Electric scooters and bikes have become a growing form of transportation on the island, but neighbors have some concerns. I'm Erin Holly, your Padre Island Neighborhood News reporter, and I'll explain why. Electric scooters and bikes have been big talkers on the island recently. I'm Erin Holly, your Padre Island Neighborhood News reporter, with concerns from island neighbors about rider safety. I took these neighbors' concerns to the Corpus Christi Police Department.
Anyone operating anything, whether it's a scooter, e-bike, regular bicycle, are supposed to travel and obey traffic. They're supposed to obey traffic laws like a normal car.
Island neighbors tell me they just want to see a change before something bad happens to a scooter or bike rider. On Padre Island, I'm your Neighborhood News reporter, Erin Holly, KRIS 6 News.
All right, if you're getting ready to head up and out the door, what are we looking at for that commute? Well, the view over downtown Corpus Christi is looking a bit hazy from our Whataburger Skycam, the Whata Skycam as we like to call it. Some clouds out there, and while we're seeing this haziness, it's actually not causing issues for visibility. All of our reporting stations up around that perfect 10 statute miles. So let's head to the roadways now and show you that if you're traveling along 181 between Portland and downtown Corpus Christi, you're not going to find any trouble there by our estimations. We're looking good. If you're coming down 37 or across 44, things are looking good, but that Crosstown Expressway interchange with 37, that's starting to look a little busy. Backups haven't gone very far though, so it's still early. Leave early, you should be okay. Around from the Bay Area down to the south side, everything is moving smoothly. That's also the case in the Bluff. NAS Corpus Christi speeds up around 30 miles per hour there. And Walter Road, Flower Bluff Drive, nothing to write home about right now. If you're traveling out to the island, the JFK Causeway all the way up 361 is looking pretty good. So as you head out, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. Your weather on the 6s is coming up.
Now, weather on the 6s.
Hey there, welcome back. 6:26 your time right now, and you're getting this gorgeous but cloudy view from the CCAC camera out at Snoopy's. Yeah, a couple cars heading up and over the JFK Causeway, and while visibility, despite all of this glowiness in the lights, is not a problem, you might want to run the defroster. Trust me, give yourself a few extra minutes. Might lead to an easier start to the day. But here's how conditions are faring in your neck of the woods, in your neighborhood. We are feeling those temperatures that are in the lower 70s along the coast. The warm spot right now, Port Aransas, 73 degrees. We've got a breeze from the south-southeast around 14 miles per hour. Cooler spots include places like Alice, down to 66 degrees right now. That's a little bit warmer than we were at this time yesterday. One thing that's helping visibility. A second thing, there's actual movement in the wind. It may not be a whole lot for inland neighborhoods, but it's doing the job. Visibility, not a problem. There are some clouds out there, a sign that there's moisture well above us. And of course, I know you feel it when you step out the door. Here at the ground level, it's air you can wear. But change has become more apparent today. So your out the door forecast looks like this. Temperatures, just like the past couple of days, we're going to see that warm up to around 80 degrees by lunchtime. We'll be in the middle 80s by the afternoon, so just a little bit warmer. We're not going to see a huge change in the warmth because we're more humid, and that wind, boy, oh boy, that's really going to pick up in a big way today. Let me explain what to expect for this morning because I don't want you to be caught off guard. Before you leave the house, it might even be a good idea to check what's around the backyard and make sure everything's secured, because right between about 8 and 10 a.m., we're going to see those winds really pick up and become gusty because above we have lots of moisture. Here at the ground level, lots of moisture. But what's a few hundred feet above us in that middle layer, the cream of the Oreo? We are looking at dry and windy air. And after sunrise, that causes all this air to mix from the ground up, and those winds are going to get very gusty for us here at the ground. So we'll see gusts up around 40 miles per hour for our windiest time of day, 4, 5, 6 p.m., even carrying into the dinner time frame. Overnight, I still think we'll hear things that go bump in the night, a breezy evening ahead of us. So be prepared for that. Now, again, because we're mixing some of that drier, windy air above us here at the ground level, relative humidity is going to be a bit dry this afternoon, around 55%. That's not overly concerning. We become concerned at 30%. And we won't be there, but those winds will be very strong. So that is why we're still talking about fire danger. For most of us today, still a 2 out of 5 moderate, but look at inland parts of Bee, Live Oak, McMullen, Duval counties. That's a 3 out of 5, high fire danger. That's the case today, tomorrow, and also Saturday. So whatever plans you have for the holiday weekend, keep fire safety in mind. Now, also for the holiday weekend, our humidity continues to be on the up and up, and that is going to provide water for rainfall in our forecast. And I know it's not convenient to have that on the holiday weekend. We still have some details we have not worked out yet, and mainly it relates to the timing and exact location of that rainfall. But we do know it's going to rain here in the coastal bend on Sunday. Factor that into your plans. Keep checking back on the forecast. But something else to keep in mind, next week we are looking at rainfall possibilities continuing into Tuesday, Wednesday, and I think even Thursday as well. Chance of some thunderstorms, so we'll keep an eye on it. Overall rainfall totals, not out of this world. Most of that rainfall will happen up in the watershed, which is good. That's where we need it, right? And the totals we expect are subject to change because we're still a couple days out. I think we'll get more rain in the watershed than we see here locally. Locally over the next week, maybe a ½ inch of rain. Again, we're going to continue to fine-tune these amounts. But look at the drought that we have been seeing within the watershed. We want to wipe color off this map. And our next update of the drought monitor will be out today. I do expect improvements, but the rain we see over the next week will also help to cure some of the drought we're seeing here. So keep checking back on the forecast. We'll talk about that 7-day forecast in your next check of your weather on the 6s.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter on the South Side. A big change is coming to Sam's Club, including the one right here behind me. And I'll tell you what this means for shoppers.
And a Veterans Memorial High School student is making her dreams come true on the track. Coming up on Sunrise, Larissa Liska introduces us to Sarah Flores and shares her story.
Now, say hello to your neighbors. This is your Chris 6 News Sunrise Shoutouts.
Hello, KRS-16. We're Sally and Paola in the Air Street neighborhood, and we want to wish our neighbors across the coastal bend a great day.
Oh, ladies, well, thank you so much for giving us this shout out video. We hope you guys have a good morning as well, and we hope you have a great day. And folks, if you want to send us your shout out, scan the QR code on your screen or head to our website, christv.com.
This is your
There's just something
report.
special about hitting the curve on a track. Maybe it's the obstacles along the way. Hey everyone, I'm Larissa Liska. One Veterans Memorial High School freshman will be competing at the regional meet. And while she does individual events, it's been the team support that's made her dreams come true.
Drive up and through.
Sarah Flores throws shot put.
Good.
I hit the weight room about, I want to say 3 times a week.
Keep your elbow up and punch through.
She also competes in the 100 and 400 meter wheelchair event. Flores was born with spina bifida, myelomeningocele, meaning she has paralysis from her knees down.
I've always wanted to be like a part of a community and stuff. So when I got this opportunity, I was like, okay. And like my team motivates me every single day to do better.
Flores' favorite event is the 400. Her best time this season is 1 minute 49 seconds.
It just takes a lot of courage and fight to not give up.
A monumental moment for Flores' mother, Laura, who is a marathon runner. She ran her first race with Sarah when her daughter was about 4 years old.
Just seeing her being able to be out here and part of a team and making a difference and paving the way for other kids with disabilities just brought so much joy to my heart.
1, go.
An opportunity made possible by her coach, Adrian Nicholson.
Good. All the way through. Keep your time and let's go. Push.
And UIL that added wheelchair events in 2014.
It's really cool to get to push her and see how mentally tough and strong she is, because sometimes you have those kids that don't like to be pushed, but she really does a good job.
Florida's goal is to qualify for the UIL 5A state meet.
Oh, that would be like my biggest dream coming true.
The top 9 wheelchair athletes across Texas in each event will advance. Right now, she is sitting 7th in the 100 and 400 and 4th in shot put.
They might do it differently, but allow them to do it. It makes such a difference in our community.
Sarah is one of 13 Veterans Memorial High School girls that will be competing in the UIL 5A regional meet at Hero Stadium in San Antonio. Sarah will throw the shot put on Friday and compete on the track on Saturday.
Hey there, good morning. Time to help you plan your day with your weather planner. All right, something you're going to notice by the mid to late morning hours that I don't want you to get caught off guard by is the gusts that are going to pick up today. Let's talk about hourly wind gusts in Corpus Christi. Between 8 and 10 a.m., you're going to find a big difference as our winds here at the ground level mix with windy conditions a couple feet, 100 feet above us. Those gusts pick up very quickly this morning to around 30 miles per hour. By the late afternoon, early evening, 40 miles per hour. So if you can, before you head out the door, maybe secure some things in the backyard so you don't come home trying to find your different loose items out there. It's going to be breezy all the way through Friday, so don't expect much change there. But as we go through today, we'll still warm up to those middle 80s here. A good deal of cloud coverage, but we'll have pockets of sunshine. By tonight, some of those clouds will break up, but do expect them to be back in the forecast by the time we start making our way into Friday and the start of the weekend. We are becoming more warm and humid over the next couple of days, but we still need to keep an eye on fire safety, especially for inland neighborhoods today. We're going to pick that fire danger up to a 3 out of 5 for those areas in yellow, and that's the case for today, tomorrow, and Saturday. Now looking at your 7-day forecast, we're still expecting rain on Easter Sunday, trying to nail down the timing and location. We'll know more as we head into tomorrow, but rain looking likely well into next week.
From Chris 6, this is 20 minutes of non-stop news.
Welcome back, everyone. It is 6:40 on your Thursday. We're going to start with our non-stop news. We'll look at our Skycam. Meteorologist Stephanie Lauper is standing by with a look at the forecast and a look at the roadways this morning.
And Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter Michaela Chavez visited with neighborhood lifeguards who have tips to keep your family safe. But first, neighborhood news reporter Tyrese Boone finds out what's next for the Kingsville ISD superintendent.
I'm Tyrese Boone, your Kingsville neighborhood news reporter. Sissy Reynolds Perez has announced that she's retiring from Kingsville ISD. District officials held a school board meeting on Wednesday to discuss what comes next.
Kingsville ISD officially accepted Superintendent Sissy Reynolds Perez's request to retire at the school board meeting on Wednesday. The superintendent sent a letter to staff regarding her retirement request on Sunday. In her letter, she mentions that the loss of family members has led her to reflect on her own daily life. Perez has spent 5 years as the superintendent since she took the job in 2020. She was a principal at W.B. Ray High School in Corpus Christi for about 10 years before she took this job.
As the school district looks for its next superintendent, we'll be sure to keep you updated. In Kingsville, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tyrese Boone, Chris 6 News.
I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Adam Beam.
We've got a great group of kids, and it's unfortunate sometimes that incidents happen that kind of shadow over all the good things.
That's the sentiment of Mathis ISD Superintendent Todd White following an incident at Tuesday night's district championship game against Mathis and Taft's varsity softball teams. A Taft player and Mathis player getting into an altercation, which quickly got physical. Coaches and other players coming to intervene. All the while, a separate fight quickly breaks out in the stands. However, the district is only investigating what took place on the field.
Reporting in the studio for Chris 6 News, I'm Adam Beam.
Howdy and good morning to you. This gorgeous view from the CCAC camera shows that it is a great day to have a commute along the coast. We are seeing golden hour with a few of those clouds out there, and this is like a painting. Pinks and blues abound. Beautiful stuff. But if you're heading up and out the door, weather not going to be much of an issue now. It will get windy later this morning. So if you have a later commute, say 9, 10 a.m., you might play tug-of-war with that steering wheel. You will for the ride home, I'll tell you that. But roadways aren't looking too busy this morning. We're looking good on 361, Park Road 22, and the JFK Causeway all the way into the Bluff, where no trouble getting to NAS Corpus Christi this morning. Around the rest of the Bluff, Waldron Road starting to look a little busy right now. That's typical for this time of the morning, so nothing out of the norm. Flower Bluff Drive is also a quiet start, so that's good. From the south side to the Bay Area, we are smooth moving on all the major thoroughfares. That does include the ride up the Crosstown Expressway as you get ready to kind of make your interchange to 37. So really good for this time of the morning. Usually things are much busier there. The ride over 181 just as good. So as you head out this morning, make sure you stay safe and you drive safe. That's a look at your traffic report. Your weather on the 6s is ahead.
Now, 6 things to know before you go.
All right, to kick off the 6 things you need to know before heading out the door, a town hall is being held tonight for District 27 Congressman Michael Cloud. It will be held from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Holiday Inn by the Marina. That's at 707 North Shoreline Boulevard. There is a caveat, though, something you need to know. This town hall was not actually organized by Cloud. The grassroots group Indivisible Coastal Bend organized it in hopes that Cloud will attend.
Corpus Christi Fire Department are investigating a house fire that claimed the life of an elderly woman. It happened just before 1 yesterday on Herbert Lane near Everhart in Saratoga, and that's on the south side. Fire crews battled the fire after arriving and later found the elderly woman in the garage. She was taken to the nearest hospital, but she didn't survive.
So additional CCISD police officers will be at Creekside Elementary campus today after a student brought a steak knife to school. On Wednesday, school officials at the Creekside Elementary campus got a report of a student with a weapon who was making threats. The student was found and the weapon turned out again to be that steak knife. CCISD police are investigating. School counselors will also be at the campus today to support students and their families.
So the Atlantic hurricane season begins June 1st, and now is the time to be prepared. And that means making sure you have plenty of emergency supplies so you can save money on those supplies if you buy them next weekend. The state comptroller's office has declared Saturday, April 26th through Monday, April 28th a sales tax holiday for emergency supplies. And that includes things like flashlights, batteries, some portable generators, even fuel containers. For a complete list of all items that qualify, look for this story on our website, christv.com.
Good deal there. And hey, the city of Corpus Christi is hiring Gulf Beach and pool lifeguards for the 2025 summer season. Tryouts will take place Saturday from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. over at the Corpus Christi Natatorium. Candidates must be 16 years or older. Gulf Beach lifeguards are required to have a driver's license. The Corpus Christi Natatorium is located at 3202 Cavanis Parkway. For more information, visit corpuschristitx.gov.
The City of Corpus Christi Parks and Recreation will be hosting their 2025 Spring Fun Day at the pool this weekend. It will take place Saturday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at Collier Pool. Stop by and soak up some sun around the pool with your family and friends. Admission is free and everyone is welcome. Collier Pool is located at 3801 Harris Drive.
Hey there, good morning. Happy Thursday. All eyes on the weekend, right? Maybe we're a day early. Not for me, I'll admit it. We are looking at rainfall this weekend, and of course it's a holiday weekend, so those two things don't really go together, but I'll explain what you need to know and what we feel confident in knowing so far in just a minute. But we've got to get through Thursday first. SPID looks like a smooth ride this morning. We've got a number of clouds out there, and it is a bit hazy. Even if it's not hazy enough to cause issues for visibility out on the roadways, you might want to get that car going now, start the defroster. That way your windshield is nice and clear, doesn't get you behind this morning. We're looking at 70s along the coast, 60s once you move away from the water, and generally a little warmer even for those inland neighborhoods, just by a few degrees. The breeze also a little bit more active today, especially along the coast. Winds are going to be a huge part of our forecast today and on into tomorrow. So be ready for that. Before you leave the house, maybe take a minute to secure any loose items in the backyard, on the front porch, because when you get home, those might be moved somewhere else on account of that wind. But how about for that dog walk? I told you the floppy-eared dogs would probably have the most fun for the end of the week. I don't know. Our pup here, Charlie's having a great time digging his snoot in the sand here. This pup loves to go for a walk on the beach. And you know what? It is going to be very breezy out on the coast too, so please keep that in mind. But if you're taking that walk around Corpus Christi, you can expect us to be around 81 degrees by lunchtime. Yes, very windy by then already. And sustained winds are going to jump up to around 20 miles per hour by 10 a.m. The gusts, far beyond that. By 10 a.m., our gusts will already be around 30 miles per hour. And this afternoon, we've been typically seeing a windy ride home. You'll probably be playing tug of war with that steering wheel because gusts will be up around 40 miles per hour, and we stay windy through the overnight. Wind direction still from that generally southeast wind direction. So yeah, our humidity is slowly going to be inching up. So plenty of cloud coverage for today. Even though we'll be warm and humid, we're still going to be looking at pockets of sunshine here and there. The clouds will dial back overnight, but they return for Friday. They won't be gone for long, and we'll still be warm and humid as we kick off the last day of the work week. Now, something I wanted to bring up is our fire danger. That looks to be pretty similar to the past couple of days, but I did want to let you know inland neighborhoods are going to see a higher fire danger, a 3 out of 5. As we go through each of the next couple of afternoons, I think that's especially something to watch out for, not just today for inland parts of Bee, Live Oak, McMullen, and Duval counties, but for tomorrow and also for Saturday. So please keep that in mind. It's not a huge concern, but it is something to keep in mind, fire safety, especially if you're going to be out camping for the holiday weekend. All right, let's get to the nitty-gritty. Those rain chances, right? I do think it's going to rain on Sunday across the coastal bend. That's not really the question. The question is exactly where and exactly when. Those are the details that we're still working out. By the way, Saturday looking good, but once you get from Sunday and beyond, we are looking at scattered showers returning to the forecast, something we could really use around here.
With Easter around the corner and school out for the next few days, kids will have a lot of free time on their hands. If a family trip to the lake, beach, or pool is on your agenda, listen up. With local drownings in the area and across the state over the past few years, one pool is sharing some water safety tips. Sophia and Josh aren't new to water safety.
I've been a lifeguard about 4 years.
About 6 years now.
They're both lifeguards at Santa Fe Swimming Club, and they've seen a thing or two when it comes to incidents.
I actually knew a kid who passed his swim test twice, and then once he jumped off the diving board, looked down, panicked, and then started to drown.
Specifically, drowning incidents.
It can take seconds for something to go wrong, so it's just looking away to talk to somebody or check a cell phone. That can be the difference of a kid slipping and falling and hitting their head.
According to the Texas Department of Family and Protective Services, 103 children in Texas drowned, including a few locally just last year.
Always stay with your kids, or at least within arm's reach. It always shocks me how many parents don't do that.
It's not always the deep end that's the most dangerous. Sophia says a lot of incidents tend to happen in the shallow. In fact, the most reported drowning locations were pools and bathtubs.
It's sort of a false sense of security. Parents think, oh, they can stand up, nothing bad's going to happen. The kids get a little bit too comfortable. Maybe they start jumping or diving, they hit their heads.
And if you start to panic,
float on their back, take deep, relaxed breaths, stay calm, and float. I have seen that help kids, keep them from freaking out until we can get to them.
And there's never any shame in using some extra help.
Use a noodle, use a life jacket. It's better to be safe than sorry.
But if you do use a life jacket or noodle, Joshua says make sure it's not inflatable, because that can pop.
Usually a fast way to tell if it's Coast Guard approved is just that kind of hard foam sort of texture.
Lifeguards urge families to feel comfortable in the water before diving in. Also, be aware of your surroundings. With your neighborhood news in the Bay Area, I'm Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 Sunrise.
I'm Tony Jaramillo, your neighborhood news reporter on the South Side. Very soon, checkout lines will be a thing of the past at Sam's Clubs all across the country. The stores, including the one in Corpus Christi, will only welcome Scan and Go, which the company says brings a long-term vision to redefine the club model and set a new standard in retail. The change would also mean no more receipt checkers, meaning AI will identify the products. Experts say this technology could continue to spread across retail as stores embrace AI and automation. I reached out to Sam's Club to see when this change would take effect, but did not immediately hear back. On the South Side, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Tony Jaramillo, Chris 6 News.
Electric scooters and bikes have been big talkers on the island recently. I'm Erin Holly, your Padre Island neighborhood news reporter, with concerns from island neighbors about rider safety.
I do not want to hit someone else's child. It's a safety concern for them as well. Sometimes they have helmets on, sometimes they don't.
That's Island neighbor Amanda Lee. She's talking about teenagers that she says ride electric bikes and electric scooters recklessly around the island.
They're at the stop signs at Gypsy and Whitecap, and they are in the middle of the roads discussing plans, having conversations, using all of the lanes at the stoplights.
And she's not the only one concerned about their safety. I spoke with Dr. Peter Coldwell about the issue. How does that make you feel as a doctor, just knowing that some people are, putting themselves at risk?
It's very disturbing, and I chuckle because I've seen the consequences in my 30 years as a physician.
Dr. Coldwell tells me he does not want to see any patients in his emergency room hurt from reckless driving. But island neighbors tell me they believe it's getting out of control.
I'm not going to tell anyone how to parent, but I just think it's irresponsible for the people who are legally driving and for those who are somebody else's kids.
I took these neighbors' concerns to the Corpus Christi Police Department.
Anyone operating anything, whether it's a scooter, e-bike, regular bicycle, are supposed to travel and obey traffic. They're supposed to obey traffic laws like a normal car.
Island neighbors tell me they just want to see a change before something bad happens to a scooter or bike rider. CCPD says if you see any dangerous behavior on electric bikes and scooters, report it to them immediately. On Padre Island, I'm your neighborhood news reporter, Erin Holly, Chris 6 News.
So yeah, Easter weekend is this weekend, right? Neighbors will be gathering with their families to celebrate, maybe do some Easter egg hunting, right?
Yeah, and a huge part of Easter here is cascarones. Now, from street side vendors to H-E-B and Walmart, you can find these colorful eggs just about anywhere, or you can make your own. So here's a question. What do you do with a cascarone? Well, you smash them gently on someone's head. It is an Easter tradition that has been passed down from one generation to the next, especially in the Hispanic community. And actually, our producer, Cassie, had to explain what this was, but here's a sound bite.
To me, it just reminds me of when my childhood, back in my childhood, we would gather as a family, throw a big party with all the cousins, and just getting together, having a good time and a celebration.
And for many, cascarones have a religious meaning. The confetti-filled eggs remind people of the resurrection of Christ. And if you're especially malicious, you can always add a little bit of glitter in there as well. I know. But yeah, we got
glitter lasts forever.
We got a couple right here in the studio, and there's actually a bunch that are littered all around the news building as well.
I was saying earlier, though, Cassie, our producer, had to explain to our other producer and us, what they were, because we haven't seen one of these before.
Back in Nevada, I had never heard of cascarone.
I will tell you, even for other flavors of Latinos, like my husband had to teach me about this since he's Mexican. I am not. I'm Puerto Rican. We don't have cascarones. We don't do this. But this is a lot of fun, and our producer Jose makes these for us all the time. I don't know about this year. The price of eggs is,
I love this tradition, though. This is super cool.
It is fun. It takes egg dyeing to the next level. That's the mischief.
Maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
We won't break these today because then we'll have to clean it up, and I'm not volunteering for that. But we're looking at a pretty fun kind of Easter ahead of us, even though there's rain in the forecast. We're still, I think, going to enjoy the weekend. Saturday, I think stays dry, but humid. It's Sunday. That is the day in question where we're trying to nail down some details. But today is Thursday. We still have to get through the work week. Here's what's going on with the view along SPID. Some clouds out there, and it is humid. We're not really seeing much of the haziness anymore, but it wasn't impacting the drive anyways. Visibility was up around 10 miles per hour for most folks throughout the morning, and remains the case, but we are looking at warm conditions along the coast, lower 70s, 70 at CCIA, 72 in Port A, Rockport, and in the Bluff NAS Corpus Christi. We dropped that down to the upper 60s for inland neighborhoods, and there is a breeze going now. Hold on to your hat. We are going to get very breezy later this morning. In fact, going for that dog walk with your four-legged friend, the floppy ear dogs I said would have a lot of fun. I think Charlie's having enough fun at the beach with all the sand on his snoot. But it's going to be a nice warm-up today. Check out the winds, though. 8 a.m., south wind 8 miles per hour. 10 a.m., 20 miles per hour, and that's a sustained wind. the gusts are going to be up and at them. So we've got a wind advisory already on deck to begin at 10 a.m. Goes until 9 o'clock tonight. We could see gusts up to 40 miles per hour. No question. So before you leave the house, if you have some time, maybe pick up the loose items. If today's your trash day, I'm sorry. Do the best that you can. You might be looking for it when you get home. But yeah, those gusts are going to be most problematic around 4 to 6 p.m. and staying windy during the overnight. So we are also still keeping in mind fire danger because winds, that's something we watch for. Inland neighborhoods, I think, have the biggest concern. That's today, tomorrow, and also Saturday. So let's get to the part of the forecast that has been a big talking point. Rain on Easter. Yeah, so we are expecting some rainfall. Exactly when, exactly what time, those details aren't exactly clear, but they will be as we head through later today and tomorrow. We'll have a better idea, and we will keep you up to date on the latest.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, hey, thank you so much, Steph. Thank you for tuning in. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.